inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They start the drive with Cook, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Our game, the Titans and Bills, the first of 2 on this Monday night in Week 2. We'll see the Vikings and Eagles set to kick off in the nightcap right around 8:30 Eastern. Stay tuned for that. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. First down, here's the run with Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. And Davis with it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
play action. Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at the 34. Haskins with a run to begin the drive. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Haskins trying to pick it up. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Titans a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing that hasn't been working.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Setting up the screen for Haskins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Willis out of the gun. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Bullock's kick is good, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Second and 14. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken it around the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down throw coming by Willis. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Running for it, Haskins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. First down, they'll stick with Haskins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The second down throw by Willis. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. By most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but Did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Here's Willis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The 4th down, Willis is off, and Randy Bullock is on now for the Titans field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Now Allen. This is intercepted. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Haskins will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Randy Bullock to kick off for the Titans.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack.
And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Hey, check that.
A give to Haskins up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Willis. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And nothing but daylight ahead. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And he'll be taken down, but it across midfield.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Tennessee.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, Haskins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Check down complete to Haskins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, here's Haskins. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And that's complete to Westbrook-Akine. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakakwo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 9, Willis, and his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, here's Willis. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And Monty Rice there on the tackle.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here you go.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Moss. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Allen off the play fake. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On play action, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Bass is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage
stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run it again with Haskins. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That's a jet sweep. The football to Woods. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Willis. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye. He
just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Jair Elam makes a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Trenton Cannon powering forward. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Haskins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Haskins again, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Hassan Haskins, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital.
Okay, ready?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Fake it under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They run the counter with Cook. Down to the 42, second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. Haskins finally got his chance to start in his last year at Michigan, and with the way that he played, he had to wonder why he didn't get the chance earlier. A physical player has the strength to punish would-be tacklers, and he knows how to use that strength to generate extra yardage. That makes him a dangerous and entertaining runner, even as a rookie.
Another run for Haskins. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now they'll look to Willis to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Willis. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Cannon now elects to bring this out.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Throwing, Cook. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Tannehill. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring, and this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Bullock good on the extra point, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bills, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.